Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Well, good Friday afternoon, everybody. Taylor Plott here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecast. We're tracking showers across our area right now, but we'll have more storms to deal with, especially overnight tonight going into early Saturday morning. Some of those could be on the stronger side. I'll break down that chance coming up here very shortly, but what about Thanksgiving week forecast? Obviously, everybody's going to be focusing in on that, and we do have, finally, Thursday will be in the 7-day forecast. We actually talk about that and show it. So let's get into it. First off, live look from our Arctic Air Skycam network as we hit midday here on this cloudy, dreary into the week, and it just seems like this has been the theme so far this week. I was actually thinking earlier on this morning when I woke up and had my coffee, I hadn't seen the sunshine peek through the windows in quite some time. It has definitely been a cloudy and dreary week. That will change, though, once we get into your Sunday and into Monday of next week. So right now on our Arctic Air Skycam network, Lawrenceburg, seeing a lot of cloud cover right now. Same thing for Florence, seeing a bit more sunshine here across parts of northwestern Alabama. Huntsville, you're pretty socked in on the clouds and even some low clouds, some fog up there on parts of Montesano Mountain and Green Mountain probably as well. And then the Savannah, Tennessee area, just seeing a lot of that cloud cover still across the area. We do have a few spotty showers around. The bulk of the rain is off to our south right now. So here's a live look at our Viper radar. Just a few spotty showers here from Moulton along Highway 24 up towards Decatur, Athens. Looks like a spotty shower right on top of the Buc-ee's right there on I-65. A few spotty showers across parts of southeastern Madison County down towards Gunnersville and the Arab area, even down towards Boaz as well as you head down towards Gadsden there on Highway 431. We backed the radar view out. Here's where the bulk of the shower and storm chances are right now. There was a little bit of lightning activity with this down here towards Demopolis and the Moundville area south of Tuscaloosa. Looks like the only lightning strikes down south of Jackson, Mississippi right now. This is where the bulk of the rainfall will end up being for the majority of the day today. I really think our next focus is going to be with the line of storms coming through late tonight into early tomorrow morning. That will probably bring us the chance for some stronger storms, maybe an isolated severe storm, but I will say that the severe weather threat this evening is very low, but it's not completely zero. It's just something we'll keep a close eye on. Overall view, this is the overall setup. We'll have a trough that's going to be moving in. That's giving this little piece of energy ahead of that cold front that's sparking off those showers off to our south right now. But with that cold front, like I mentioned, that's really going to be our next best chance of those showers and storms, at least for us here in the Tennessee Valley. Now, temperatures right now, even with the cloud cover, we're still relatively mild outside. It is 70 in Pulaski, 68 in Huntsville, 71 over here in the Shoals, 70 in Columbia right now. With the cloud cover and even that spotty shower activity, I don't really see these temperatures climbing too much higher. I do think we at least get into the low 70s for most places, but some could just stay in the upper 60s today. So here's your afternoon forecast. Slightly better chance at some showers and storms during the late afternoon and early evening, but the best chance, like I've been saying, will end up being overnight tonight. So if you have any evening plans, I wouldn't cancel them. I would take the umbrella with you just in case, but most places should be dry for the evening hours. Forecast highs this afternoon, 71 in Fayetteville and Huntsville, 72 in Athens and the Shoals, also 72 down here in Hartselle and Falkville, 69 for Lawrenceburg, Mount Pleasant, and 68 degrees in Columbia. Evening on the town forecast for you going out this evening, like I said, I would have that rain gear and umbrella handy just in case, but I think a lot of places will end up being dry. Our next best chance will be occurring during the late evening hours, 10 o'clock here, 80% chance of showers and storms. Temperatures stuck right around 64, so expect the mid-60s during the evening hours, but it's going to be a humid 64 degrees outside. Overnight tonight going into early tomorrow morning, temperatures will generally be in the lower 60s, some mid-60s across northern Alabama once we get into the early morning hours on your Saturday, and then that cold front moves through, and that's going to drop our temperatures going into the weekend. All right, let's talk about the severe weather risk. We do have that level 1 out of 5 that marginal risk across the area. I don't anticipate this being upgraded to level 2, 3, 4, or 5. It's going to be stuck right here at level 1. And that's even an iffy level 1 because overnight tonight, while we do have storms tracking on through, there's just not a lot of ingredients in place to get a true severe weather threat, but it's not completely off the table. It's just one we'll have to watch very closely. It's going to be one of those nights that we we're just kind of babysitting the radar just in case something happens. We'll be here watching things and give you a heads up when things, or if things start to get a little dicey overnight tonight. 2 p.m. this afternoon, that's going to be our chance, that kind of next batch of maybe a shower or storm. But again, as you see here, most places are dry, especially once we get to 8 o'clock this evening. So if you have any of those evening plans, I wouldn't cancel them. Here is the cold front and the associated shower and storm risk with it. Notice the time here, it's midnight tonight at this point. And we'll be tracking in those showers and storms from the west. And it's going to be these that could have that little strong, maybe isolated severe threat with it. There is enough low-level wind shear that we'll have to watch for any storms that try to rotate. I don't anticipate big tornado issues tonight. It's just going to be one of those nights that we would emphasize that you would just make sure you have ways to get warnings just in case a random one is needed overnight tonight. You just want to be prepared just in case. But I think pretty much the majority of our viewing area is just going to be completely fine. We're just dealing with some isolated to scattered showers and storms tracking on through, one of two or which could be on the stronger side. So 2 a.m. here, still tracking those storms, probably getting close, if not passing the I-65 corridor at this point. By 5 a.m., I think most of that's pretty much out of here, and we got the cold front to deal with, and behind it is going to be some cooler, drier air that's going to be filtering in on the back side. We're still in the 60s, though. Our high temperatures on Saturday will likely end up being during the morning hours because look what happens once we hit the afternoon. We're going to dip down into the 50s and 60s by 6 p.m. with a bit more sunshine expected for your Saturday. So like I mentioned this morning, it's been a long time since we've seen the sunshine out and about. We're probably going to be seeing it once you get into the afternoon hours on Saturday. Just kind of a mix of sun and clouds expected. Clear conditions going into your Sunday morning. Temperatures in the 50s by 9 a.m., getting up into the 60s again during the afternoon hours. Evening on your Sunday looks absolutely perfect. Temperatures drop down to the 40s, maybe upper 30s going into your Monday morning. And then our next focus is our next chance for showers and storms. We're going to be mostly dry across the area for the bulk of the day on Monday. Then once we get into the late evening, early overnight hours, midnight going into Tuesday morning here, we're going to be tracking some showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder moving on through. So here's your forecast going into Saturday. I mentioned the highs will most likely be in the morning hours, and this is what they should be. 66 in Hazel Green, 67 in Athens, 69 in Decatur, 68 in the Shoals. Cooler across parts of southern Tennessee, lower and middle 60s can be expected for your highs. But like I mentioned, I think during the afternoon hours, most places are just going to be in the 60s, and any chance for those lower 70s would have been during the morning hours for your actual high for the day. Rain chances over the next 7 days. There's that system I showed you late Monday into Tuesday. Still more showers and storms late Tuesday into early Wednesday. That 20% on Wednesday is going to be mainly during the morning hours. And then we can look at Thanksgiving on Thursday. It's finally within range here on the 7-day forecast. We can put that turkey up there for you. And it is going to be a chilly one on Thanksgiving, unfortunately. So those warm weather fans, that's going to be coming to an end. Enjoy it, though. We've had a nice stretch of some warm weather, and that will continue into early next week. 70 on Monday, 69 on Tuesday, but then behind that front, we dip down into the 50s on Wednesday, and that 49 might even be a breezy 49 as well. So it could have some wind chills probably in like the upper 30s potentially. So just keep that in mind. You'll probably need to bundle up to an extent on your way to Thanksgiving lunch or dinner. Going beyond that, looking at Black Friday, you're probably still going to be in the upper 40s and lower 50s, and that cool weather does continue into the weekend and into the beginning of December as well. So if you are looking forward to plans not only on Thanksgiving, but Black Friday and over the weekend, just know you'll probably still need that jacket. I don't think we're going to be warming up into the upper 60s and lower 70s anytime soon once we get into the beginning of December. That's your latest forecast here from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Fred Gossage will be in at 5 p.m. to have another full check on your forecast. Until then, I hope everybody has a great rest of your Friday, a great weekend, and I'll see you guys back here at noon on Monday.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.